The Columbian Exchange, a captivating guide to the transatlantic transfer of people, plants, animals, ideas, resources, and more between the Americas and Europe, by Captivating History, narrated by Colin Fluxman. Introduction. The Columbian Exchange followed the first voyage of the Genoese captain Christopher Columbus. In 1492 he convinced the rulers of Spain, Isabella of Castile, and her husband, Ferdinand of Aragon, to sponsor a voyage of exploration. Columbus hoped to reach the East Indies and China by sailing west. Instead of reaching the East Indies, his 3 small ships ran into 2 continents whose peoples had been isolated from the rest of humanity for 20,000 years. Columbus was not the first voyager to reach the Americas. The Vikings had landed in North America hundreds of years before, and Polynesian navigators had landed in Peru, but those contacts left no impact. The consequences of the Columbus voyage were immense. The merger of the old world of Eurasia and Africa with the new world of the Americas. This was the Columbian Exchange. The exchange brought plants, domesticated in the Americas, to Europe. Maize, corn, cassava, potatoes, sweet potatoes, chili peppers, sunflowers, and many more, which fueled a huge increase in the populations of Europe, Africa, and China. It brought Old World crops to the New World, such as wheat, grapes, sugarcane, rice, and citrus fruit, to name a few. More importantly, Europe sent over domesticated animals, cattle, horses, goats and sheep, pigs, donkeys, chickens, cats, even some camels. The animal exchange brought milk, cheese, and wool to the Americas. It brought wagons and carts, windmills, and blacksmiths. The Americas sent back the turkey, the guinea pig, and works of art by the Aztecs and Incas that were melted down for their gold and silver content. The exchange also brought diseases, a suite of old world diseases that was a demographic catastrophe for indigenous Americans, and one American disease that made life miserable for millions of Europeans. It also brought massive changes in population. Millions of slaves were involuntary immigrants, working on plantations to grow commodities.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?